When I was in elementary school, I had a crush on a girl who was our class health monitor, tall, with a ponytail, and she sat right in front of me. I was a chubby kid back then, pretty insecure, and I sat behind her for 2 whole years without ever saying a single word. I don't even remember exactly how I fell for her. All I recall is one class when the morning sun streamed through the window and lit up the fine little fuzz on the back of her neck, and it just looked so beautiful. When elementary school ended, I finally worked up the courage to give her this little jade pendant I'd been carrying around forever. But maybe it was fate. On the very last day we went back to school, I tripped and fell, and the pendant broke clean in two. I cried for a long time, and I'm not sure if I was crying over the pendant or over something else. Then came middle school, and wouldn't you know it, we ended up in the same class again. The first time we got assigned seats, I pulled every trick I could, even bribed our class monitor with spicy snacks, and I got my wish. I was sitting behind her once more. When I took my seat, she turned around and gave me a smile, showing those little fangs, and said, "Hey, what a coincidence, you're behind me again." She had such a pretty smile, and my heart just clenched. I didn't know how to respond. That was the first time I'd ever seen her smile. Too bad I was still that insecure chubby kid. But right then I made up my mind. I was going to lose weight and work hard so that the next time she smiled at me, I'd be able to handle it. I just never expected that would be the last time. December the 1st, 3 months into the school year. It was a Monday, the day we raised the flag, and Dawn came late. Because she lived right next to the school, she was always the one to open and lock the classroom every day. But that day she never showed up. Everyone crowded outside the door, buzzing with confusion, until finally our teacher came to open it. I'd known her for so long and she'd never been late. I don't know why, but I had a bad feeling. Around 11 a.m., the homeroom teacher called her mother in to ask about her, and I happened to glance out the window during class and saw that woman, perfectly made up, but her face was full of panic. Then came the frantic search. Her mother called almost every household she could, including ours. It's kind of ironic, because all through elementary school I tried every way to get her home phone number, but never had the guts to ask, and now I got those digits I'd longed for in the worst possible way. Missing person posters plastered every corner of the city. Wherever you looked, you'd see her photo, and honestly, I was a little mad because I thought that picture didn't do her justice at all. She looked way better in person, and if she ever saw it, she'd be so embarrassed. A week later, rumors started flying. Some said she'd been kidnapped, others said her kidneys and corneas had been taken, and my mind just went blank.